Guys, hello and welcome to the Pizza Power Forum live preview. We are here with Chef Juan Juan G. Perez. How do you like to go, Chef? What's your title?
1G. Yeah, 1G is fine. Yeah.
Juan G. I like it. It's like a superhero. Juan G.
No.
All right. Sorry, 1 second here. There we go. So now I got to go live here real quick for all the Instagram people, and then we'll get into it. So I'm Brian Hernandez with PMQ Pizza Magazine, and we are here doing a preview of the Pizza Power Forum that's happening September 4th and 5th in Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to have some great speakers there, a lot of U.S. pizza team members speaking on everything from perfecting your dough to, basically the marketing and everything. I'm sorry, the Instagram switched over here and somebody's dancing. It distracted me. So, basically, we wanted to catch up with Chef Juan G because he's a very last-minute addition to our platform. So this gentleman and Posto in Boston just made the top 50 list of pizza restaurants for the second year in a row.
Yes, that's correct.
And I mean, that is a pretty big feat. I was looking at some of the names on this list, and they are some big names. So congratulations, first off.
Thank you.
So why don't you give us the briefest bit of history on you, Posto, and then your win last year and then this year, and then we'll just ask a couple questions. And I did want to say, everybody, that you can ask your questions here in the comment section. For instance, Horatio on YouTube asked New York pizza dough recipe. B. Hernandez at WTWHmedia.com, Horatio, and I can give you one. And Juan, if you want to contribute, that's fine too. But Why don't you go ahead and let us know who you are and what you do?
Yes. So my name is Juan G. Perez. I'm originally from Colombia. I've been working at this restaurant for almost 14 years. They opened on 2010, on April 2020. I came on board on July. Basically, just came from a big corporation. Used to work for California Pizza Kitchen. Actually, I worked for both restaurants for over 2 years. Like every day, morning, nights, pizza. Two different worlds. One is a big corporation, frozen dough, frozen sauce, everything. And then Posto was a small restaurant. Everything was made in-house, cheese, everything, the dough. So very, very, very different, which was exciting at the moment because I was like, wow, this is like working in two, even we make pizza on both, but totally different. So I started working in here as a pizza maker for over 4 years. Then I became a sous chef, and in 2016, I became the head chef of the restaurant. Still head chef, and I make pizzas every day. Still never let that part go. But yeah, that's a little bit interesting. And then like Brian says, we were selected by the 50 Top magazine last year for first time, which was incredible. Like having working in a restaurant for over a decade, and I knew about the list, and I knew the big names that were part of the list, and I was like, wow, this is like a dream for me. I wish one day we'll be part of this. And then we got selected last year, and I think being selected again was even more impressive. It's something that you don't expect. You're like, I made it the list. People already start, knowing a little bit more about what we are, what we do. And then making it again, means that we were doing the right thing now, you can make it the list, and then probably, because basically for people that doesn't know 50 Top, they don't announce that they're coming to you. Basically, they send their people. They try the pizza. You never know that they're here. It's not like they're going to tell you, hey, we're going to come next week. Just be ready, prepare. No. They just came in. It's in connect. They don't tell you who they are. They pay for the bills. They don't ask you for anything. They just came and try the product. Yeah, try your food. They also take a look about the whole restaurant, the hospitality, the servers, the drinks, everything. Everything is a combination. And that's why it's very impressive that you make it 2 years in a row, because first year you can be I can be lucky or something like that, but then they come back again and they see oh wow, this pizza is worth to be in the list again. So it's kind of the best part of it. This second year I was it's always impressive to make it to the list, but when you do it 2 years in a row, to my point of view, it's more important.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just wanted to recap for the quickest. I got the Instagram live for PMQ up and running, so huzzah. But I mean, basically, Juan would just kind of ran down that, you know, he got in there and was doing a lot of executive chef duties. I mean, this is the briefest of it, but never lost the passion for the pizza.
Correct.
And as of last year, you guys, that was your first time getting on the top 50 list. And I love how you mentioned they don't ask you for anything. They pay their bills. And I'm in there. I'm throwing cards left and right trying to get free pizzas. But but it's great. Of course, you know, you're not going to let people know to get a true judgment, you know.
Correct.
That's when they pull out all the stops. It makes no sense. So, yeah, that's great. Well, congratulations on, and like you said, because you did it twice, it's not a fluke. Most people, I don't want to say anybody can do it once, but, you know, a lot of people could probably do it once. And once could be a fluke. It could be.
Correct.
Doing it twice is consistently, twice in 2 years in a row is great.
That's the key. It's like, you know that your product, it's on top, and it could be even better because, you know, like when you made it on the list and then you make it again and then you start going down the you know, the stair going to the number first place, just like, you know, it really like fill your heart. You're like, wow, it's, you know, we're doing something, you're doing something right. So it's like, you gotta keep it, be focused on it, and don't leave the passion, and don't leave those kind of like things that make you excited. Because it's not only like work, make money, and you know, like being part of this list, and then you go to the gala in New York, and then you see people like, you know, Tony Armiani and everybody, like the big names on the pizza world, and you're like, wow, you know, how did I get here? So it's amazing. It's amazing to the whole experience. It's incredible.
Well, as I was saying, you're on this list with some pretty big people. You guys got number 41 this year, 47 last year. So that's even better, man. That's just marked improvement. So, but anybody who's in this industry, most about 50% of people who would be listening would know some of these names just scrolling down the list. It's a prestigious list. So congrats again. So that being said, we're going to stop buttering you up, Juan. And at this point, we're going to find some secrets. Now, we're not going to have you give us all your secrets. We want you to do that September 4th and 5th at the Pizza Power Forum in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Horatio he lives in Germany. He's from Uruguay, I believe. He wants to email me at bhernandez@wtwhmedia.com, Horatio, and we'll hook you up with a good dough recipe. You know, thanks for tuning in all the way from Germany. That's awesome. So,
thank you.
How do you go about getting on this list? I mean, I know you said that. I mean, it's all about quality in the end. But I mean, I know you say they don't tell you they're coming. I mean, is there any way that you kind of promote people to do it, or do you do other lists and then they get wind of it? And how do you know that you're ready? When do you want them snooping around your place?
So yeah, it's like a hard question because, like, you know, you're trying to be consistent, but there's days that the dough might not work or something went wrong. You know, like it's not perfect. Like also like here in Boston, like we had a couple of days that it was so hot that, you know, like you had to like change your whole way to make the dough or everything. You know, it's like you wish you know when they were coming, so you get like the best perfect pizza you can ever make. But at the same time, like I say, it's also very it motivates you a lot to like don't know what's gonna happen, because you gotta make sure that every day it's consistency, and then you gotta make sure every day you got a good product, not only for like lists like this, but for customers. Because I think a list is important, but it's more important that your customers come here and try your pizza, and like also like you gotta promote yourself in social media and anywhere you go, like, because there's no like you don't apply for this kind of things. It's not like you send an application and then they're gonna like look up for you. Like you gotta like promote yourself, like make sure people have a good talk about your pizza. It's not only like, oh, I have a beautiful pizza, because, you know, we all can like probably make pizzas for pictures, but having a pizza that looks perfect and try it and taste it, you know, the good quality, it's just a different thing. You know, like it's very important to have some sort of a promotion, or promote yourself and make sure you're always posting, like make sure, because you don't know who's watching. And that's probably what happened to us. Like, you know, of course, like long time, few years ago, I was tagging them in 2018, and you know, like you like to tag big companies or these type of magazines so they see your product, because like it's not only having them do an order job or their job and like look for you, like you gotta make sure you look for the opportunity as well. So very important to be making sure you're being seen by people.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you want to make sure that you're ready. Like you said, though, that you're kind of seeding that pot along the way. I mean, it's, I was going to say, just dance like no one's watching, but that could be a bad thing because that
Correct.
indicates it doesn't matter how bad you dance, do it anyway.
Yeah.
But you always want to you always want to think that they're in your customer crowd that day.
Correct.
You know, you always assume they're coming in that day and do everything as you would that day. So, all right. Well, consistency is a big one. So I mean, now that you're getting the customers notoriety and when it starts rolling, what do you do? When as far as like promoting yourself, does this promote itself, or do you have to put boots on the ground to kind of promote this in your local public? Because I mean,
Yeah.
the regular person's not getting the PMQ Pizza magazine or something
That's
like that.
correct.
You know?
That's why I'm saying that promoting yourself is a big part of it. Of course, here in Boston, like we are well known about their pizza. We put it out. We also get some recognizing by like there's a magazine here called Best of Boston Magazine, and they like made the list of Best of Boston, and we have get the best pizza in Boston for 2 years, and back in 2022, and then in 2012, sorry. So we did it like 10 years later, which at the moment there were no many wood fire pizzerias or Neapolitan pizzerias, and now it's like a good amount of them. So having having the best pizza again after so many years and after so many new places up open, it's also like meaning how like consistent your dough is and your whole like hospitality program here in the Boston area, and that helps for your local people to see you. Like I do every time there's something about Boston, like I try to be involved with it. Like the Boston Pizza Festival that I couldn't attend this year, but I did attend last year. I did a little demo for people to see how we stretch the dough, how we make the dough and everything. And people was like, oh, I saw you guys on internet, but I didn't know that you were like so close to us. So not only internet, but also like try to promote yourself in the town that you are in, like try to be involved with the community as well. Like we have a food truck, and then we do a lot of private events, and the truck is going around the city, driving while you're like going to from A to B to do the event, so people see it like, oh wow, look at that truck. And then they get to see the truck. There's a wood fire oven in the truck, so it's like those kind of things help you to promote it in local, like when we talk about like local promotion.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, you said that you guys are pretty well established and known. I was gonna ask, what can somebody who's not do to get that notoriety? I was gonna say to promote a win, but I mean to get that win, you already have to have some level of exposure. So I mean,
correct. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is all great. What is another big tip about either getting on the list, or why don't you tell us what you think was the biggest secret that got you on that list twice? You might have already kind of mentioned it in the previous answer, but just
I think like what I say, like try to promote yourself on a.
Okay.
People might be like, hey, you have so many followers, right? I don't have that many followers, but also like you put a nice pizza, you put a nice video, you like things like that. It makes not only the list to see you, but makes people around them to start talking about you, or many other. I believe that other pizzerias, because what's one of the hardest thing about this, and it's when you go to the list, right? You go to the gala, you see there's like 10 pizzerias from New York, or 20, and like 10 from Miami, and another 10 from California, and then from Boston it was only us, and I was like, oh, Boston. Boston is well known for their like lobster rolls or like clam chowder, but not for pizza. Like there's pizza places here that are popular and kind of like the Santarpios that many people knows about. They've been open for 100 years. Pizzeria Regina, those kind of like small places, but they're big in the city. So it's like it's not like New York, Miami. So basically, when the 50 top people from from like they go to New York to try a random pizza place, it means that they're in your city. So you have the chance, or you have the opportunity to make it. People be like, hey, I'm pretty sure they might Google like, oh, what pizzerias are around. So
Yeah.
they start like looking at them. Like this year, another pizzeria from Boston make it to the list, and I hope that the fact that we were last year helped them too. I hope that they were here in Boston, and they probably be like, hey, let's see what else is around. So
Absolutely.
it's not, it's like opening the door for the future. That's how I see it. It might not be the truth, but I hope that what we did last year, making on the list, the first pizzeria from Boston to make this list, open the door for more pizzerias, and eventually we'll open the door for more and more and more, and then Boston might be like, hey, you want good Neapolitan pizza? You can go to Boston. And like, I know New York is the biggest thing for Neapolitan here in the US, but in California and Miami, because there's really good chefs, there's really good people there. But Boston is now making it, like, asking for a spot in the theater. So
it's weird. I've never thought of Boston as not pizza. I mean, I've been going to the Boston Pizza Fest for years, so it's always been tied to pizza in my head. So I'm like, what is he talking about? They got great pizza.
yeah. It's like,
but
you talk about Neapolitan, it's like it's a way different level. But it's like
yeah. Well, I wanted to thank Eric Bam again for chiming in and watching. He's always got some great insights. He loves your
he's a great guy. Yeah,
not avocado. What was it, asparagus or
the Brussels sprouts.
Spinach.
Yeah. He came this year. Yeah.
So Horatio's keeps wanting that recipe. I'm not sure. That's not necessarily what we're doing here today, but I did want to. A couple comments from the Twitters or Instagrams. It's Iga, I believe it was he said that the Pizza Bible and the Pursuit of Pizza, 2 must reads. I would agree. Good books.
It's a good book. Yeah.
Abel 5th to 26th. I don't know. I'm not good with these names. He wants to know, what is the greatest lesson that you've learned from making pizza? I'm sorry, Abel. I apologize.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, but that's a great question. So go ahead.
Yeah. I think it might sound like sweet, but I think the community that you learn, like the community that you like ended up being part of it, like the pizza community, like having a pizzeria on a local spot means that your community around will gather at your place, and like you start being an important part of the community. And it doesn't matter if it's a small place or a big place or like this. Like every time you get into the pizza community, you start like meeting these people. Like I get people that comes here from many different cities, and they always like get so excited. And I think the most important lesson that you can get from this is like, it's not only having a place to make money, but also having a place that can like build the future of many people like me. Like I started working as a dishwasher, and if the owner of the pizzeria didn't have this place, I might not be here talking to you. It's like not only opening a door for your customer, but also for people that work for you to like create a future and make part of this community. Because like when you go to I always tell people, go to the Pizza Expo, even just once in your life, because you're gonna get to see so many people that you see online, or so many people that share your passion. So it's like, it's just like the community that is building around this whole like pizzeria thing. So
absolutely. And I like how you said it provides opportunities, and at a certain point when you become that member of the community, I mean, I think it boils down to Mike Patera, one of our new U.S. pizza team members, said it great the other day. He's like, everyone wants to know the pizza guy.
Correct.
So I mean, if you can get yourself in there in the community as the pizza guy, you got it made, and they'll support you because they love their pizza guy. They are adamantly loyal. So I want to briefly touch on Latinos in pizza, just real quick. In what you're up to with that association or organization. You're working with Alessio Laco and Sofia Arango of Atlanta Pizza Truck, the founders of this. So what are you doing with it, or what are your thoughts about it?
So, for people that doesn't know Latinos and Pizza, it's a new organization that Sofia and Alessio had created. Sofia mostly, Alessio, it's her partner. Also is Italian, but he's been very
He's
involved with this.
Italian.
He's Italian, so he has that
Yeah.
a little Italian blood. Basically, what the whole thing about the Latinos in Pizza, it's like close the gap between people from that speak Spanish, or like they're from like Latin America. The pizza making community, it's we got Italians and we got Americans, but also we got good talented people like Hispanic people that want to be part of the community, and the barrier of the language could be a little hard, and also like
Right.
you know it's like Mexican are good to making tacos, and like Italians are good to making pizza, and kind of things like that. We don't want to be we don't want this to like become something that will not allow you to make pizza. Like me, I'm from Colombia, and I didn't know anything about pizza, but now it's like it's a very important part of my life, and I'm making all these things. So we want to like I bet personally, when they talked to me about this organization, I was like, wow, this is great, because this is a non-profit organization that want to educate people about like what's pizza. We want to make sure there's more like Latinos that can make a name by themselves in the pizza community, and start like going to competitions and be part of that. Like don't think
Yeah.
about the language barrier, or because you're not from a country, it means that you're not good at something. So that was one of the biggest things for me. And then myself, I'm part of the team. Just like I help to promote, and I want to be more involved, which that's why we're making some pizza classes very soon. That in Atlanta on September 2nd, we're gonna have a 2-day pizza class with Ale from Pizza with Ale. She's also Colombian, and she's also part of the Latinos in pizza community. So we're gonna start making a class in Spanish for those that don't have the language, the English language in their portfolio, so they can like go and learn from somebody that can speak their own language, which might help them a lot. So that's why I'm part of this, and this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to close the gap between both communities, and try to be like a bridge between Hispanic people and then the whole pizza community.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said that this class is September 2nd. It's like right before the Pizza Power Forum.
Yeah,
September
correct.
4th,
The 2 day,
5th,
yeah.
right?
It's gonna be Monday and Tuesday. I don't know if I'm having the dates right, but it's gonna be Tuesday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Right. And I believe people can find out information on that through pizzapowerforum.com. If everybody goes there and registers to get into the show, you can find out all the information about the pre-conference party. It's going to be hosted by Alessio and Sofia as well.
Correct.
They're going to be making pizzas for everybody. It's going to be great.
And this class is not only for Spanish speakers. That like anybody can go and like be with us, and like also like I'm gonna be one of the people that's gonna make the class. So you're gonna get to hang out with us and have pizza and eat pizza and like ask questions. So it's a good opportunity if you ever want to like learn from us to go there, and then you're gonna be able to go to the pizza forum, and like it's a win-win situation.
Yeah. You got some pizza royalty asking some questions. Chuck E. Cheese himself, I assume, not the Chuck E. Cheese, but he was wanting to know. They were wanting to know if you're just doing the online classes, or if you're going to be doing them in person, like Tony's when he was there. Now, I assume you said this one's going to be a live and in person.
Yes, that'll be in person in Atlanta. Yes.
Is that going to be something that Latinos in Pizza offers? Past this, is that going to be something that they continue to offer live classes, or are they going to be online?
Correct. We're working on something else with Pizza University, which might be the first ever class in Spanish through them. So that's a big opportunity for our community. So we're working on that one. That might be in December. And then the online part, we're still talking about it. We're still trying to figure out the best way to like approach this. But we want to start doing this class in Atlanta. We want to like start slowly and see how can we like create this on a bigger level, that we can like really go around and like having these classes, and like because not many people can like probably travel, so we might be able to go to their cities and like having all these classes. So we'll see what
No, I like that. And the December one, hopefully, I mean, it makes sense, Boston, because I'm talking with Francesco Mara for ovens for the California Pizza Challenge, August 25th through 27th, uspizzateam.com. Just go there and find out, guys.
And he's very involved with us in this class, so it's a great opportunity. It will be great. Like even for,
I'm gonna see. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get up there and cover that.
Yeah.
One, at least
that would be great.
He keeps asking me to come and visit. So Chuck,
that'd be a great opportunity.
Yep. The answer is yes and yes. Are you guys going to be looking to do some online stuff, or is it just going to be?
We'll start talking about it. We want to have this done first, and then see what's, if that's going to be better for people. Like we're trying to figure it out. We're going to do one, and then see if maybe online will reach out to more people. Because the whole point about this is reaching out people. Like we want to reach out as many people as we can, so we can involve a lot of people in this project.
Right. Absolutely. Well, that's spectacular. I'm really excited about the partnership with Pizza University, because I've been talking with them for a little bit too, and working on trying to get something going with them. So it's exciting to hear that they're jumping in on this as well.
Correct.
So, again, Pizza World's small, and I like how it is kind of focused towards just like you said, bridging that language barrier, that gap right there, just because. I mean, even without speaking the language, Latinos can make great pizza. Imagine what we could all do if we all understood each other.
Correct.
Ooh, it'd be nuts.
That's what we want to do, get them more involved and
I love it. So what's again, we're not going to give everything away, guys. Every September 4th and 5th, Pizza Power Forum in Atlanta, Georgia. Please go ahead and register at pizzapowerforum.com. Alessio, Sophia, Wilhelm Rodriguez of Papa's Pizza, Joey Carvelis, local guy from Carvelis Pizza in the Hoganville area in Atlanta. We're all going to be there talking about pizza, their tips and secrets for the trade. And Juan's going to tell you about. So in the notes that I was given, it said you had 800,000 followers. Is that a thing, or is they misquoted?
Oh no, I have I have currently it's like 443,000 in Instagram. I have TikToks as well. I have like 200,000 in TikTok and 230,000 in Facebook. So it's around 800,000 people, the community that I'm like promoting. So it's a good amount of people that get to see all the gigs that we make, and I get to help so many people that are part of this community. Like, with small questions, with different things. It's like I try to be very open with that, because a lot of people is always asking for recipes and things like that, and I'm like, I can give you a recipe, but you gotta make sure, like, it's so many, like when you go to one of these classes, you will understand like what a pizza making is, like that's what we want to, like, people to actually go to the forum and like listen to us, and like it's you're gonna get there, but you're also gonna get to like say hi to people like me and you and these other people that that you follow them on Instagram, and like you're gonna get the opportunity to talk to them and asking them questions, and probably have pizza and go eat, because we're gonna have like a little party, so we're gonna have pizza, we're gonna all be together. So it's a well worth trip, like you're not gonna like regret it.
No, networking is key, and that's, everybody keeps saying that's one of the biggest things they're most excited about, is getting the education, but then being able to talk to the people one-on-one. So
yes, that's correct.
So Marisol says that they hate they're gonna miss it. Saludos. I'm wondering, is that the one in Cleveland, Mississippi? Because if so, I will be going there shortly. Me and Alessio are planning a visit. It's like an hour from my house, so an hour and a half, I think. So I'm excited to go out there and visit them. But September 4th and 5th, guys, pizzapowerforum.com. You can register there. Oh, wow, it's Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, Brian Weevil says hello. Hello, Brian. So Chucky says 400,000. Can't think of anyone with that type of following except maybe Vito Lacapelli. And I'm sure he spelled it wrong. It's probably right. I'm sure I said it wrong too. But yeah. So basically I think we're gonna get some of the secrets on how to gain such a good following, because I mean, you didn't just get this overnight.
That's a lot of work and a lot of key things that you might do so you can get all this people that it's a number, but it's also the community again. It's because numbers are numbers, but like when you start like going to like Pizza Expo and seeing so many people that like get excited, or they come here to the restaurant and like it's another thing that we're going to talk about it out with the forum.
So, do you directly attribute your social media presence with you guys winning, or at least getting noticed?
It might help because, like I say, you don't promote yourself, you're not gonna get being seen, and then when they see me, like, of course, you probably have more chances to be seen if you have this many followers, but it's nothing if they come to the restaurant and the pizza it's not good, you know.
Yeah, true.
That's why you cannot believe what you see all the time. You gotta make sure you try it. You gotta make sure you like, it's like you can, like I said, like they know I have so many followers, and they might. It doesn't mean that my pizza is good. That's why when they come here and they try it, they put you on the list because they know that pizza is good. So, it's important that you promote yourself, but also make sure like it's not like a fake promotion that you're like, oh, we have the best pizza, and then they come here and they're like, oh, your pizza is so basic, like you don't know what you're doing. So it's like also like make sure what you promoted is true.
I like it. Don't be fake.
Yeah, I mean it's very important. Like you can buy followers and have like 1 million, and then like it's just that's why I say it's just a number.
That's true.
What's important is what you're doing with your numbers. Like how many people you're helping, or you had a good product. All the kind of things like go together.
Awesome. Well, I'm not going to ask you the same question for a fourth time because I want people to come out to Atlanta at the Atlanta Downtown Marriott, September 4th to 5th. We're all going to be there. So, Juan, thank you so much for your time today. Everybody who chimed in with some questions and joined us, thank you guys for your time. I hope to see you guys all there. This is going to be a big party. Every day I'm finding out more and more fun stuff we're going to be doing there. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. I'll see you there.
I appreciate the time, and I can't wait to see like everybody there. It will be very fun.
All right, guys. You heard it. See you there.
Thank